you so much. And I'm very happy to be invited to this event and speak today. And sorry to be not in Berlin, but all my family, including me, is ill, but I'm feeling good enough to do this online. I just didn't want to take the risk to go to Berlin in a plane. So my name is Daniel. I'm 40 years old. I'm one of the co-founders of Kornit. I have 3 kids, 1 wife. I'm married, of course. I live in a nice city of Aachen, which is in the very west of Germany. And we're going to talk about how technology is driving local production on demand. Next slide, please. So this is maybe a little bit boring, but I have to start with the mission actually, because without the mission, you will not understand what I'm going to explain in a bit more detail later on. So the mission of is to become the end-to-end solution for on-demand sustainable fashion. So, and why is this so important? I'm mentioning end-to-end here and on demand. And this is not a mission we are working on within, or with the next 3-5 years. It's happening actually. We are working with more than 800 people already on this. And end-to-end is important here because we have the machinery, we have the software, we have also the network of the fulfillers using the machinery, and of course we have a lot of expertise. And this is why I'm showing you the mission first before I'm starting to deep dive a little bit into this topic now. Next slide, please. So when I say on demand, it means an order is coming in via any sales channel, actually a web shop, a social media site like Instagram, and it's produced actually on demand. So there is no stock of this product. It's just produced once the order comes in, was paid by the end customer. And this is why on demand is so important, because it's very hyper sustainable. And also we are not using many water. It is really just a little bit of water usage per print here, using the machinery from Kornit. And this is why we think this is really the only end-to-end solution for on-demand sustainable fashion. Next slide, please. So how does this actually works? And I have to look at my bigger screen sometimes, so it's very small looking at this small screen here. How does it works? So on the left-hand side, we name it demand generators, right? So it can be a brand, it can be an online retailer, it can be a licensor having licensed content, but also designers, influencers, and marketplaces are demand generators. So basically, we are talking about any web store, social media channel, and so on, where traffic is going to be created, where people are going to buy fashion products, and then it needs to go into our network of print service providers. So that's what you see at the bottom in the middle. So the print service providers are connected directly via our software to these brands, retailers, and so on. These print service providers are using the machinery, and they get these orders completely ready to print, and they get all the paper and all the material, all the production information they need to print that one single order. And then actually, once it is produced and fulfilled, it goes directly straight to the customer. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So how does it work actually? You have your website, a brand, website, a retailer. And first of all, products need to be created in our platform, which means you have a blank product where we create then an image or a text area on where the design goes. Once an end customer is going to purchase a product, the system does now what product, where does the print go to, and send this order into the network of printers and fulfillers. So it means the order will be routed automatically to the next printer. So our order, which is ordered in Germany, will not be produced somewhere else than in Germany, right? So, and even we go even on postcode and find out where the next printer is who can fulfill this order. So there are many rules in behind managing really this sustainable bit to get the order produced on demand. So the system delivers a RIP file, which means we have exact the same quality, doesn't matter where it is going to be printed. It's directly printed on this Kornit machinery. There will be quality control, and after it's printed, it will be sent directly to the brand, but normally to the end customer, actually. Next slide, please. So, how does it work? And you're looking at the system now, because I just don't want to talk just all the time, but I want to show you a little bit, even when it's only a screenshot here, how it works. So, there is a catalog of many blank fashion products. You see just some examples here. This can be our standard catalog, any brand, retailer, influencer can use, but this can only also be the own catalog of a retailer or brand, of course. You choose from this catalog. Next slide, please. Then you add your design to it. So it means you can be really reactive. You upload any design you want to offer within your web store. Next slide. You give the product a name, you give it a price and a description, and you publish it just by clicking on a button, publish to web store, or in this case, publish to Instagram. Next slide, please. So, and at the end, it will be automatically pushed into your web store. Nextco UK, one of the biggest e-commerce retailers in the UK, is one of our customers using exactly this technology. So they choose blank products, upload designs, publish it into the website, and it is live on the website. Of course, they have to do some work on the web store to get this all prepared. But once it is done, you can push products all the time via the system on your web store or any other sales channel you are using. Next slide. So what does this mean actually? What is the offering here? So we offer a piece of software to generate new revenue. This software includes high-level product creation, or the catalog you can choose from. It's just depending what type of customer you are. It includes the connection to your web store, and it includes the routing into our network of printers who then prints the order and sends it out. This means you can be really reactive on any new trends, in-season trends coming up. You can delete products which are not working without losing money. You can add new products which are working very nice, or designs you just found out and you want to sell via your web store or social media channel. Of course, you are very flexible with your inventory management, and it's sustainable because you just print what the customer has ordered. Nothing more than that, and you print it with a machine which doesn't use water. Next slide, please. So, and one of the offerings on top of this is that brands and retailers, hopefully also in the room, they are working with influencers already. One of the biggest challenges working with influencers is that you not really can measure on hard facts what the success of your campaign is using an influencer, because you can't measure if the traffic now is really coming via this campaign, yes or no. And this is why we thought, okay, let's think about it. How can we help brands and retailers and also the influencers to help them selling on-demand products and to measure this? And this is possible via the Kornit X platform. Next slide. So, how does it work? A brand or retailer, or an influencer itself, of course, can just use the platform to set up the products. Any brand or retailer working with influencers already can use them, and we help, of course, to set up the products within the platform. Then this becomes a single URL at the end, and the influencer can just post this URL on his Instagram channel, for example. And by posting this and by seeing the followers clicking on it, they see the product. They can even add personalization to it, like a name or a birthday, if you have a design where you want to have a personal touch. And by buying this product directly via the Instagram channel, so there's no store or something else in behind, the order then gets routed into the Kornit platform. And because of this, it is really going to be measured, and you can see any order coming via the Kornit platform, and you can measure the success of your campaign with that. Next slide, please. So just a little bit of an overview about Kornit. So headquarters is in Israel, but we have other offices in all the other countries, of course. We have a big office in Düsseldorf, in Germany. We have around 850 staff members working on it, and we have good big customers like Amazon, Adidas, Next, Boohoo, Asus, and so on, and also a lot of smaller brands and retailers working with us. Next slide, please. So, and this is a new bit. I just wanted to highlight a second. So, it's if you see a digital printed garment, it's really flat printed, but with the XDI technology, it looks really like there is an embroidery on it. So we can actually print in layers on textile, which makes it a high quality product, which is important for many brands and retailers. And my colleague Diana, she is on site, by the way. You can ask her any question once I'm finished within the next minutes. You can ask her any question about this, but also about the other topics I mentioned so far. Next slide, please. So, and it's not just hot air I'm telling here all the time. So this is why I added some customer examples. So for example, ASUS, if you go on the website, you see already products live on ASUS using our software technology printed on Kornit digital machinery, which is completely sustainable. So once a customer or you go to asus.com, you order the product you see here, it's completely produced on demand just for you in time in the local nearest production facility we have. Next slide. Next slide, please. Thank you. And also Amazon Merch, maybe this is a name you know as well. They are using Kornit machinery to print any textile which you see on the Amazon Merch website in all different variants. And this is a good success for Kornit to have such a big company and brand on board. Next slide, please. So this is all from my side. I thank you very much to listen to me. And again, my colleague Diana, she is in the room and she will be able to answer you any question you have. And thank you so much and enjoy your day.